Another issue is that when they install these turbines, this is taken from space, they create what's called sediment plume. Sediment plume is like sand that's pushing through the turbines, and when this happens, the fish can't breathe, so they go away from the area, which greatly affects the fishing industry and also the boating industry. So this is just a comparison of like what do these monopiles look compared to men, and this is the kind of beautiful, giant, heavy equipment that our shores will be embarked with if this project goes through, particularly Riverside. Furthermore, each one of these turbines use hundreds of gallons of fossil fuels, not just to build them, but 24 hours, 7 days, 365 a year. They use 243 pounds of sulfur hexafluoride, which is a known carcinogen, one of the worst on Earth. It will never disappear from the atmosphere, and it's 23,000 times worse than CO2. And the substation, same substance, will use 6,600 pounds of SF6. Now, they're not dispersing it into the air, I don't want to be an alarmist, but they do use this for all of their gear lubrication, and when these turbines leak, it will get into the air and leak into the ocean and into our food chain. But that's not the only one. There's all kinds of thousands of gallons of diesel fuels, fossil fuels. Their statements state that they are not reducing fossil fuels at all, okay? Let's see. So this is just an illustration of what will happen to the turbines over time. Oil leaks, drizzles down, get into the water, and these turbines. This is probably turbines that are decommissioned, and we'll get to what happens to those in a second. So this is just to show you, because we were talking about like fossil fuels and metals and stuff like that. I'm trying to stay on track. So offshore wind up here. So this is offshore wind, and this is natural gas. Offshore wind requires 13 times more metals and minerals than natural gas. Coal, nuclear, solar, and onshore wind. So lots of metals and minerals to erect these things. And these aren't manufactured in factories in America. These are strip mined with child and slave labor in other parts of the world. And here's another list of all the different minerals that are required to create turbines. And turbines are basically, the monopile is made out of steel, which is 70% made with coal, just so you know. So wind is renewable, but turbines are not. Bisphenol A is what the outsides of these blades are made of. They put these in landfills in Sweetwater, Texas, and other areas, and they just lay there, get buried, and eventually leach into the soil, contaminating drinking water. So this is what happened over in Nantucket. Nantucket had a blade failure. This blade fell into the water. This blade was 70 tons of fiberglass. They keep calling it non-toxic, but they're not giving us a list of their the ingredients for these blades. According to Jan Erik Weinbeck, who is a scientist from Norway, where I get my information from, all of these blades are made with epoxy resin. Vernova's business model, so GE Vernova made these blades, and we're looking to, find out what they're composed of. This is just an example of leading edge erosion, and also showing you that the workers have to wear respirators when they're sanding and fixing cracks. And when this bisphenol A gets into the ocean, the microorganisms, zooplankton, phytoplankton, they eat this, the fish eat that, and we eat the fish. And we break down the epoxy, releasing the bisphenol A, which is an endocrine disruptor, and that wreaks havoc on your body. I just want to talk, we're going to get to the Nantucket slide. That's not this one, right? No, that's not Nantucket. Let me move along. Stop belaboring.